Okay, what's up guys? It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. I just made a video and I just realized I think that my whole fucking video got a little bit off of track because my phone was like full and full and full and full and I kept having to restart the video, so it was kind of annoying. So I grabbed my old phone and I have some space on there and I've been using that for content because, well, it's a pain in the ass. So I want to be a little bit more clear on what exactly I was trying to get across. So today, what I was saying is I had an issue with my back, specifically this part of the meat on the side of the spine, not the actual spine. And I was hitting like 555 or something like that. And it was like 10 pounds over than what I should have hit. And on the last rep, I felt it kind of like, and I was like, oh, all right, well, that's great. So then I did the next set at 500. Kind of felt it a little bit towards the end. Then I lowered it again. And then I felt it on the first rep and I was like, cut it, I'm done. One of the things that you got to be really careful with is that when you're switching from one type of lifting to another type of lifting, example, when I hit that 555 last week, is that a heavy weight for me? No, not necessarily when I'm actually powerlifting, but I'm off-season powerlifting, which is kind of like bodybuilding for powerlifters. Therefore, I have not been deadlifting off the floor. I've been deadlifting off of blocks. I knew damn well when I was going into being from on blocks to not on blocks that I should have been a little bit more respective with the numbers and not gone crazy. So, should I have gone for that higher number? No. On the first set, or the first week of the cycle, I probably should have went for the lower numbers, or maybe even somewhere in the middle, and it would have been okay. Also, it wasn't the deadlifts that bothered it. I think it was like something in the previous week. I've had a hard time figuring it out, but I do remember I felt like a little bit of a pull of something. And then just got a little bit more aggravated by doing the deadlifts. Then today, I was doing, and it's been pretty good for the last few days. I took lots of rest this weekend and everything and let it heal up. Got a good night's rest, or tried to last night. I have a massive, massive toothache. I don't know what's going on. You guys want to see it? I do know what's going on. Look, that tooth right there is fucking disintegrating. And it's like been like spitting out chunks of teeth. I don't know what they cost, but I may have to randomly run to Mexico to be able to afford an extraction for the tooth. I was up for like 3 hours last night holding my mouth in pain. Today, I went home, took a nap. This is a long story. I went home, took a nap. I'm giving you an idea of how this all goes. Went home, took a nap, felt pretty good, didn't want to train. I came in and I got here and I started squatting and I'm like, okay, yeah, it doesn't feel that bad. It feels pretty good. But I had an excruciating headache and I've had it for about 2 or 3 days. And I don't know if it's because of the toothache or what's going on, but I've been trying to get rid of it. So I did my top set of 505 for 6. The third rep I felt like wasn't like super deep or anything because I kind of started feeling that twinge in my back a little bit. And got in my head, but finished out the 4th, 5th, and 6th rep. And it was an RPE 10, it was pretty difficult. Went to the next set of 455. First of all, I got in my head, okay? And this is a powerlifting thing, this is a bodybuilding thing, this is just a general fucking person thing. We get in our heads, I'm not losing weight, or I'm not lifting what I was, or this and that, or whatever. I go to the next set, and it was 455. And it went pretty smooth, but I did feel that twinge. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say that was an RPE 9, just because, yeah, I could have got another rep, but at what cost? So I went down again to 435, kind of felt it towards the end. Went down one more time to 415. 415 felt pretty good, but I felt like it was about an 8.5 RPE. I could have got a couple more reps, but maybe they wouldn't have felt optimal because my back was bothering me. The strength wasn't a problem. I just felt it a little bit in the pool. You got to remember with exercise and all of this stuff, it's about longevity. How can I be the best for the longest I can be? I want to do powerlifting for as long as I can, maybe 5-7 years total or something like that. And I would like to do some amazing things in powerlifting. Therefore, today is not as important as next week and next month and the whole next year. So I'm trying to be intelligent about my programming, intelligent about my training, intelligent about my focus and my drive and my mental stability during working out. Powerlifting is a very unique thing. You have to stay amped up and extremely angry and upset, and at least me. But in the same sense, you have to stay extremely focused and calm and understand that you're moving heavy weights and you have to be careful. So on that 415 set, the third back down set, I'm in my head, like big time. Like I didn't even pass last week's number. It looked like shit. And you know what's funny is I haven't even looked at the video, so I'm pretty sure it's fine. And I'm thinking, I didn't pass last week's numbers. I didn't do better. And my second set, my back down set, my ascending set was worse. And then this is worse and this is worse. And I get in my fucking head, right? So I open up my pages and I'm starting to look through it and I'm like, oh shit. 3 weeks ago, I did 465. Then the next week I did 500. And then the next week I did 515 for 6 reps, 6 reps, and 6 reps. These are my top sets. And then I do some heavy back down sets, lighter back down sets, but it's still over 400 pounds or whatever. And then my back down sets of the 500 week was 420s. 420, and I think I got 4 sets. And I think what was happening is, like, if I remember right, I was like buckling and I was like, I buckled real hard and I had to come out of it. So I like got a little bit of a pull in my glute. So I cut them off. And the reason I cut them off is because when my glute pulls, I end up screwed up for a couple weeks and I just don't like that. I'm stuck on the motorcycle because my truck's broke down and stuff. So I didn't want to make it any worse. And I'm in a bodybuilding phase. So yeah, I'm trying to build muscle, but I'm also trying not to get injured being stupid. This week, last week was my new 3-week cycle of bodybuilding. And instead of 465, I did 480. And in this week, instead of 500, I did 505. And my back down set for this week, instead of 420, was 455. And then 435 and 415, obviously it wasn't going right or whatever. So I know this is a lot of information and you probably are lost or whatever, not really understanding why I'm explaining this. But after I cut off the squats, I'm in my head. I feel like a failure. I feel like a piece of shit. And then I realize, you know what? I was looking through my sheets and I'm like, well, I actually did better. So I'm getting stronger. I just can't handle the back down sets because of the twinge in my back right now. So no big deal. Maybe I'm on target to hit 520 next week if I fucking take care of myself and I don't do dumb shit. So then immediately after that, I had snatch grip deadlift. Well, last week I changed it to regular deadlift at an RPE of 6, which for me is pretty light, but it's also 530 pounds roughly. I felt like that was a bad idea. And a bad idea because I was like, I pick it up a 40-pound dumbbell off the ground and I feel it a little bit. I was like, no, I need to be in better shape by Friday to do my actual deadlifts, not my RPE 6, but my RPE 9 or whatever, so that I can be healthy. So I changed it. I didn't change it to snatch grip. I didn't do the regular deadlifts, but I changed it to heavy ass hip thrusts, which took my upper back out of the situation. Well, my headache started subsiding. I started pounding water, and my headache's gone. I worked up to like 7 sets of 5 between like 365 and 390, so pretty good, successful, way more than I've done recently in hip thrusts. So I really pushed on those. I did leg extensions, I did GHRs, I did some planks, I did my bench, I did everything. I got it all done, minus I switched the deadlifts up a little bit and kind of backed off the squats. And right now, my back feels fine. I feel perfectly fine, 100% capable of continuing my day with no problems whatsoever. Knock on wood, as far as physical. But why I'm explaining all this, okay, long story short, is there's really no fucking reason in the world, no reason in the fucking world not to show up and train. Other than the only time I would ever say that you shouldn't be training is if that you are physically fucked up, like ill. Meaning, like, if you have a fever, don't go to the gym. The only reason I'm saying that is because it's gonna make it worse. You're not really gonna get anything out of it. You're gonna feel like shit. I showed up with a migraine, pounded fucking water, and still got through, okay? My back was bothering me today. Mentally, I was dealing with a bunch of bullshit and stuff like that. And I still showed up, fucking did the best I could, got a pretty damn good workout. And compared to what I wanted to get or what I should have got, maybe it wasn't great. But I showed up, okay? So if somebody tells me, oh, my leg hurts or whatever, and I can't come in, your fucking torso is fine. Your chest is fine. Your fucking triceps are fine. Like, you could do tricep extensions. You could do chest flies. You could do calf raises. Like, you could do crunches. You could do fasted cardio. You guys, you have to adapt, okay? You have to adapt to whatever. You can't just say, I don't feel good, I'm not gonna go to the fucking gym, I wanna be a pussy, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. There are reasons, okay, to postpone a gym session. If you wake up and you have a fever and you feel like absolute trash, don't go. If by the end of the day, you're like, you know what, my fever subsided, I probably feel okay, get your ass in there. Or if you're worried about getting other people sick, don't do it, just get down, fucking do some fucking push-ups, do some sit-ups, do some exercise, walk around your fucking neighborhood. Don't make an excuse not to. Yeah, be stronger than your excuses, I fucking know, right? But really, that's what it is. It 100% is just doing what it takes to show up. Like, you don't have to have the best motherfucking workout in the fucking world. But you do have to have a fucking workout, okay? You do have to show up and get it done. It doesn't mean that everything's going to be excellent every day, okay? Not everybody likes grinding it out when they feel like shit. I get it. If you don't, get a fucking personal trainer, because he'll fucking yell at you no matter what. He'll be like, where the fuck are you no matter what? You know, nothing annoys me more than somebody coming up with bullshit fucking reasons why they can't come in. I have multiple clients that don't make excuses, and I have multiple clients that do make excuses. I'm not pointing fingers any which way or anything like that, but understand that you should be one that shows up, no matter what. If your leg is messed up, do a plank. Like, there's so many different things that you can do. If you're absolutely fucked up and you have all these sicknesses and stuff like that, fast. Drink lots of fluids and fast. Why? Because your body is not designed to eat as much as we eat. A lot of people will say, well, my food's fucked up because I feel like shit. So you were healthy enough to eat like shit, but you weren't healthy enough to show up and do a half-ass workout. But you were healthy enough to do half-ass on your food. Anyway, I'm not preaching to you, I'm just explaining to you. Not everybody has a perfect day every day. We have to adapt and conquer. If something is giving us a problem, then we just change something and move forward. It's not a big deal. We don't dwell on the stuff. I changed a few things today and had an absolutely great workout. And you can too. You guys, be stronger than excuses. I hope I cleared that up. I know that was a really long explanation, but I just wanted to explain to you that sometimes that stuff happens and it's normal. You're fucking human. Have a good day. Bye.